Section 1. A land of unexpected promise. Diamonds in the desert. Botswana, a landlocked country in southern Africa, was once one of the poorest in the world. Its vast, arid landscapes seemed to offer little hope for economic development. However, the discovery of diamonds in the 1960s dramatically transformed its fortunes. This unexpected find turned the tide for the nation. The country possessed vast reserves of these precious stones, hidden beneath its sandy soils. These reserves were among the richest in the world. This discovery held the potential to lift Botswana out of poverty. It promised a new era of prosperity and development for its people. However, it also presented a significant challenge: how to avoid the resource curse that had plagued other diamond-rich nations. The resource curse refers to the paradox where countries with abundant natural resources often experience less economic growth. Botswana's leaders at the time recognized the need for careful planning and prudent management of this newfound wealth. They were determined to chart a different course. They understood that diamonds were a finite resource. The wealth from diamonds would not last forever. It was essential to invest the proceeds wisely to ensure long-term prosperity. This meant focusing on sustainable development and diversifying the economy. This foresight laid the foundation for Botswana's remarkable journey. Today, Botswana stands as a testament to the power of visionary leadership and strategic resource management. Section 2. From Poverty to Prosperity, the Diamond Dividend. The discovery of diamonds had a profound impact on Botswana's economy, marking a turning point in the nation's history. Diamond revenues fueled rapid economic growth, averaging around 9% per year for several decades. This consistent growth was unprecedented and brought about significant changes in the socio-economic landscape. This growth transformed Botswana from one of the poorest countries in the world into an upper-middle-income country. The transformation was visible in various sectors, from healthcare to education and infrastructure development. The diamond industry became the backbone of the economy, accounting for a significant portion of GDP and export earnings. It provided the financial resources needed for the government to invest in public services and development projects. This economic transformation was not a matter of chance. It was a carefully orchestrated effort that involved strategic planning and execution. It was the result of deliberate policy choices made by the government. These policies were aimed at ensuring that the wealth generated from diamonds was used to benefit the entire population. Botswana adopted a development model that emphasized good governance, fiscal discipline, and investment in human capital. This model ensured that the country's growth was sustainable and inclusive. These policies created a stable and attractive environment for foreign investment, which further boosted economic growth. Foreign investors were drawn to Botswana's stability, transparency, and commitment to economic development, making it a model for other developing nations. Section 3. Investing in the future education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Botswana's leaders understood that true development required more than just economic growth. It required investing in people and infrastructure. They channeled a significant portion of diamond revenues into education, healthcare, and infrastructure development. Education spending focused on improving access to quality primary and secondary education, as well as vocational training. Healthcare investments aimed to improve maternal and child health, combat HIV/AIDS, and expand access to basic healthcare services. Infrastructure development focused on building roads, bridges, and telecommunications networks, connecting remote communities and facilitating economic activity. Section 4. The Pillars of Success: Good Governance and Sound Economic Policies. Botswana's success can be attributed in large part to its strong commitment to good governance. The country established a democratic system of government with strong institutions and a commitment to the rule of law. This provided a stable and predictable environment for businesses to operate in, attracting foreign investment and fostering economic growth. Botswana also implemented sound economic policies, including fiscal discipline, prudent debt management, and investment-friendly regulations. This approach ensured that diamond revenues were used effectively to promote sustainable development. The government avoided excessive borrowing and wasteful spending, instead focusing on strategic investments that would yield long-term returns. Section 5. A partnership for progress collaboration between government and mining companies. Botswana's government recognized that it needed the expertise and capital of international mining companies to develop its diamond industry. They formed strategic partnerships with these companies, negotiating favorable terms that ensured a fair share of the benefits for the country. These partnerships were based on mutual respect and a shared commitment to sustainable development. The government understood that it needed to create a stable and predictable regulatory environment to attract and retain these companies. They established clear mining codes, granted secure mining leases, and provided fiscal incentives. This collaborative approach ensured that both the government and the mining companies benefited from the diamond industry's success. Section 6. The challenges of prosperity, inequality, and diversification. Despite its remarkable progress, Botswana faces ongoing challenges that threaten its long-term stability and growth. Income inequality remains high, with a significant gap between the wealthy elite and the poorest segments of society. This disparity is evident in both urban and rural areas, where access to resources and opportunities can vary greatly. The government is implementing social programs and investing in education and skills training to address this issue. These initiatives aim to provide the population with the skills needed to participate in a modern economy and improve their quality of life. However, more needs to be done to ensure that the benefits of economic growth are more equitably distributed. This includes creating policies that support small businesses and rural development, ensuring that all citizens can share in the nation's prosperity. Another challenge is the need to diversify the economy away from its reliance on diamonds. While diamonds have been a significant source of revenue, they also pose a risk due to their market volatility. The diamond industry is volatile, and Botswana is vulnerable to fluctuations in global demand. This dependency makes the economy susceptible to external shocks, which can have widespread impacts on employment and public services. The government is aware of this risk and is actively promoting economic diversification. Efforts are being made to develop other sectors that can provide stable and sustainable growth. They are investing in tourism, manufacturing, and other sectors to reduce their dependence on diamonds. By fostering a more diverse economic base, Botswana aims to create a more resilient economy that can withstand global market changes and provide more opportunities for its people. Section 7. Sharing the wealth, social programs, and community development. Botswana's government has made significant investments in social programs to share the benefits of diamond wealth with its citizens. These programs include free primary education, subsidized healthcare, and social grants for the elderly and disabled. The government also invests in rural development programs, providing access to clean water, sanitation, and electricity to remote communities. These social programs have significantly improved the lives of ordinary Botswana. Access to education and healthcare has increased, and poverty levels have declined. The government's commitment to social development has helped to create a more just and equitable society. Section 8. Looking ahead. Botswana's vision for a sustainable future. Botswana's leaders recognize that sustainable development requires more than just economic growth. They are working to build a knowledge-based economy, investing in education, research, and innovation. They are also promoting environmental sustainability, implementing policies to conserve wildlife, protect biodiversity, and combat climate change. Botswana's vision for the future is to become a high-income country with a diversified and resilient economy. They aim to achieve this while maintaining their commitment to good governance, social justice, and environmental sustainability. Section 9. Lessons for the developing world. Botswana's example. Botswana's experience offers valuable lessons for other developing countries, particularly those endowed with natural resources. It demonstrates that the resource curse is not inevitable. Countries can achieve sustainable development by implementing sound policies and making strategic investments. Good governance, fiscal discipline, investment in human capital, and strategic partnerships with foreign investors are crucial for success. Botswana's journey shows that it is possible to transform resource wealth into broadly shared prosperity. By prioritizing education, healthcare, and social development, countries can ensure that the benefits of economic growth reach all segments of society. Section 10. Conclusion. The the power of good governance. Botswana's remarkable transformation from one of the poorest countries in the world to an upper-middle-income country is a testament to the power of good governance. By embracing democracy, the rule of law, and sound economic policies, Botswana has created a virtuous cycle of growth, development, and stability. Its story offers hope and inspiration to other developing countries striving to achieve sustainable development and improve the lives of their citizens.